Hi everyone, it's Jen from McLean Fitness, and today I have a full body, one and done, no repeat workout. So we're gonna do each exercise only once and we're gonna move on. So we have a lot of HIIT, so 10-minute HIIT sections, and then we have some EMOMs. I'm gonna start with the Tabata, it's body weight. However, each of our 10-minute HIITs are gonna involve different equipment. So we'll go from dumbbells, and then I'm gonna use a sandbag for a full HIIT, and then I'm going to do kettlebells, and then I'm just going to do a mishmash of all three for the last HIIT section. And for the EMOMs, mostly body weight, except for a plyo box with one of the EMOMs. So they're 5 minutes. Once again, no repeats. So I'm going to start with the warm-up. Well, I guess the warm-up is the only thing we're going to repeat. So we have a push-up to a side elbow twist. Okay, so really controlled push-up, and then we're going to do prisoner surrenders, so going down on our knees and coming back up with our hands behind our head, which makes it a little bit harder. If you don't want to do that and you're not ready for that, just do reverse lunges. You can do it prisoner style. So this is a 4-minute warm-up. This is the only time we're repeating anything. I guess I lied. So push-up. All right, so push-up, and then you're going to come up on your side. Once again, elbow, and then just bringing the elbow down and a little bit of the abs. And then go to the other side. All right, surrender. If you don't like going on your knees, just do alternating reverse lunges. Pull my arms really up. Go all the way down with control, and then stepping up. I'm going to alternate and keep that core tight and pressing up with the heel. So hopefully this workout moves so you don't get bored. Nice thing about one and done is you do it, you don't have to even think about it again. So, going in a few seconds, push up. I'm going to start on the other side. It's just a warm up, so I really want you to get range of motion, get those muscles ready. I get like 3 push-ups. Here we go. Starting with my right leg, started with my left the last time. Always think of keeping that core tight for balance. It helps with your back and protecting it. Halfway there. 2 more minutes. 3 seconds. Five seconds. Starting with my left, very close to finishing off our warm-up. Hands behind, bringing those hands up, get the heart rate up. A little bit more than if you had your hands by your side. I want you to think of your core in a lot of these moves that we'll be doing, because a lot of them are kind of functional, not just single body moves. All right, 1 more minute. Going in 5. We're not going to be doing push-ups for 50 seconds. Okay. It's going to involve some sort of other kind of movement. So take your time with these moves and focus on form so you don't have to count. All right, last 20 seconds. Hands behind my head. We got some isolation moves coming up too today for our EMOMs. Some of it's isolation. you're done. So our first set, like I said, will be with our dumbbells. I'm going to use 25s for most of these exercises. I will occasionally use a 35 and a 30, but not really that often. So starting right away with my double press, I got 25s for that. So trying to keep it simple so you're using the same weights and not switching things out. 10 minutes, okay? So you know you can do this. 10 minutes. Starting with the double press, and then we'll do alternating clean and press into an overhead squat. And I'll use my 30 for that. I think the only time I use my 35 is for the third one, which is a ground overhead with the plank hop. All right, that's to get you started. The rest, I think I'm using 25s, maybe a 30 one more time with snatches. We're gonna go in 10 seconds. Double press. It goes into kind of like a burpee, and then you're gonna power the weights up. All right, here we go. All right, so going out your push-up, and then you're going to pull those weights up. It almost kind of reminds me of a snatch. Everything's kind of in the middle here. It's a good way to get your entire body. Like I said, alternating clean and press with an overhead squat is next. I'm going to use 130. 20 seconds. Before you get this one over with. It's a hard one. Alright, use my 30. Clean and press. Overhead squat. I'm going to do one where I touch the ground. There's different variations. Looking, overhead and squatting. Clean it, press it. Remember, got those ground to overhead. I'm going to use my 35. Next. Ooh, control. And then we have single chest press, hollow hold. I'm just trying to use 25s for that. Hollow hold, your head and legs will be off the ground. Plank hop, ground to overhead, so both hands on the weight. So in, ground to overhead. You don't have to hit the ground if you don't want to. Once again, full body. And like I said, single, double, chest press. And then we have step ups on the right. So we will repeat step ups, but only because we have two legs. So we're on the ground. Next. Alright, done with my 35. So this is control, okay? Core. Weights are up. And you're holding that hollow. This is gonna be hard. So breathe. I'll use my 25s for the step ups. So any single side leg moves. We have one in each hit. I'll start with my right, and then we'll do the left later. Almost halfway. Oh, I can feel this. And after the step ups, we have bear hold rows using my 25s, and then we'll do step up again on the left. So we know what the next 3 exercises are. We have 10 seconds. I'm trying to talk my way through this one. It's hard. Takes a lot of focus and control. Alright. Step ups. And just mix out on my right. Really want want you to get a nice range of motion. Pressing up with the heel. Keep that core tight. And bear hold rows are next. And then step ups on the left. Just don't lose focus. Breather. Bear hold. You're holding the row. Getting close. So knees are hovering, and you're just gonna row. So you'll feel some fire in the quads. Try not to rotate those hips. Everything controlled, shoulders above the hands, and head good alignment. Step ups on the left, and then we have a good morning, a row to a good morning. I'm trying to use my 25s. And then Manmakers. We have 8 seconds. A lot of rows for the next couple exercises. All right, step up on the left. Oh, quick breathe. Here we go. Left leg. Press up with the heel. Focus, good morning, row to good morning, and then Manmakers. And then finish with an alternating snatch into a push press. So I'm gonna use a 30 for that one. Everything else, using the 25s. So, this is going to look like this. We have the weight. You're going to row it up and then come off that hinge for the good morning. Whew. So you're down, you row, and then you come up. And you reverse back down. So we're going to get a break right here. Because holding this weight in isolation is hard. Seconds. Squeeze those shoulder blades, squeeze the posterior, and release. Focus on each movement separately. We have 15 seconds, and then we have Manmakers. Manmakers and alternating snatches. We're so close to the first HIIT section being done. All right, Manmaker, you guys should know these by now. Push up row, pop it in for a clean press. Push up, row, push up, row, clean, and press. The only nice thing about doing timed Manmakers is you're not going to get too many in 50 seconds. This one takes a long time. 15 seconds. 5 seconds. All right, grab another 30. Snatch to a push press, alternating. Bring it back down. This is it. Then we got an EMOM. Then you bring it down. So you finish that snatch. So you start the snatch, push, press, and then finish. 6 seconds. All right, move this out of the way. We got our 5-minute EMOM. 5 moves. You do each move for a full minute. All right. This is all isolation. So we have arm circles. This is a lot of shoulders too, just so you know. Arm circles, you're just gonna do a minute. Arm circles, 30 seconds, then I'll have you switch and go reverse direction. Then we're gonna do wall sit. And then we're gonna do plank hold, reverse plank hold, and then handstand to finish this out. So make sure you have a wall. I'm just gonna use this. A little bit of a ledge. This is 5 minutes. And we're starting with shoulder circles, all right? So, since there's a lot of shoulders on this, use your wall sit as a break. We're starting in 10 seconds. And I'll let you know, in 3 seconds, we'll switch directions. Keep that core tight. Don't forget to breathe. And here we go. Arms up. And you're just going to go forward. And you're allowed to walk around on this one if you want. We're really, really targeting the deltoids, kind of firing them. Hopefully a minute will do the job. Keep them tight. You can actually hold like layer weights if you want when you do this. So just getting our shoulders ready for what's to come, because there's a lot of shoulders in any of these isolation moves, except for the wall sit, which I want you to really like use that opportunity to let them rest and recover. All right, I'm going forward now. I'm going to go in reverse. When it gets close to the end of this minute, I'm going to be close to my wall. Actually, maybe I'll just use this wall since it's right here. You just bring it out of the way. So keep them tight. Okay, it's starting to feel a little bit of fire. 15 seconds. Last 10. Make sure you have space so you can go right into these moves and not lose a single second. 3, 2, 1. All right, got our wall sit. So things to think about. Get deep, okay? You want a nice 90-degree wall sit. Shoulders or hands by your side. I know some people like to forward and lean, and that's not good. You want to lean up against the wall. Make sure you have these 90 degrees. You're not putting pressure into your toes. And you're breathing. 40 seconds. And then we'll go into plank hold. You can do elbow plank or you can choose straight arm. I'm going to do straight arm plank. And then reverse, I'm going to do the same thing, straight arm. So once again, this is a lot of shoulder stuff. So if you can't do this, instead of maybe doing, some people have a hard time with reverse planks, do 2 side planks and just switch 30 seconds in. Ooh, I'm starting to feel the fire. So we have about 15 seconds. Six, last 5. Remember, plank is next. 3, carefully come out of your wall sit. All right, I'm doing a straight arm. So, form here. Usually it's easier if I'm looking at the mirror, because I know sometimes I'm lifting my butt up or I'm sagging. So you want to keep a straight plank, shoulders above the hands, head in good alignment. So really you should technically be looking out and not dropping your neck and looking at your toes. So focus on breathing, keeping that core tight. Core also is part of your glutes, so you really want to keep them tight too to help your body stay straight and tight. All right, we're more than halfway there, and then you go right into a reverse plank. So this will be hard. 2 back-to-back shoulder isolation moves. Just keep your focus. You have 15 seconds, and then we're just gonna turn around. 10 seconds. Last 5, 3. All right, so I'm switching to reverse. Once again, same idea, okay? Now head, you don't want to drop in like this, and you don't want to be like this either. You kind of want to just keep it nice and comfortable. You want to try and raise your glutes up, and hopefully my shoulders are right above my hands. And you're breathing. And we're 20 seconds in. So I think what I might do is just pop right up into a handstand and go up against that wall. You're going to hold that for a minute. As long as that handle or that knob there isn't digging into my body, I'll be okay. All right, so we're more than halfway there. And focus, breathe, and enjoy this, because then after this handstand, we'll be doing another 10-minute HIIT section. So remember, keep those glutes up and keep that core tight. Like I said, a lot of shoulders, so even the next exercise, more shoulders. You forget that it's actually core too, but your shoulders are on fire. All right, coming up. And then a handstand hold. All right, so things to think about. You don't have to press your body entirely against the wall. I just have my legs. You can feel my shirt drifting. And just keeping that core tight. Your arms, shoulders might shake at some point. So if that's a problem, you can come out of it. You don't obviously want to fall out of this position, but we're already about 30 seconds in. So if you can push through, just it's mind over matter, all right? I'm starting to feel a little shake, probably because of the 2 other exercises that we did, but we have 20 seconds. I mean, that's not a lot, so really, really push through, and you can do this. You have 10 seconds. You got this. Last 5, 4, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna quickly hit pause because my battery's probably gonna, not my battery, but my camera's gonna turn off. So we have another 10-minute HIIT. I have a sandbag that I'm gonna use for that. That's all I'm gonna use. And then we have another EMOM, which is going to involve body weight. So I'm gonna set up. All right, so we have another 10-minute HIIT coming up. Same idea, we're gonna start with just the sandbag. You're only gonna need the sandbag, so this should move easily. We're gonna start with a burpee clean and press, overhead, reverse lunge, and then I'm gonna do a bear hold, lateral step up. So I'm just gonna have that ready for that, and then I'll move it out of the way. So, starting in 10 seconds with our burpee, cleaning the weight into a press, overhead, alternating reverse lunges is your second exercise. So push up, pump it in, clean, and press. And then reverse back down. Once again, core needs to be tight throughout these movements. Seconds, then a little break for 10, and overhead, alternating reverse lunges. All right. So then we have the step overs, and then good mornings to a box squat. So clean it, and bring it overhead, and we're just gonna do alternating reverse lunges. So lock those arms, keep that core tight, and try to get 2 deep reverse lunges. Then we're going to do a bear hug. All right, laterally stepping over the box, really hard. And then we have, I believe it's a good morning. So back loaded, and do a box squat. So good morning, and then box squat. So you'll need your elevation for that as well. 10 seconds. Down. I'm going to pick it up, step over, I'm going to lower it, and then pick it back up again. So, bear hold, carefully, stepping over, release, hold, Other way. Hug the bag. And make sure you can see where you're going. So good morning, guys. Squat is next. Then we cyclone, oblique, burpees. A little dynamic. It's basically coming up with the bag from side to side. And then we'll go into an oblique. Alright, I'm gonna move this back just a little bit. We'll be sitting on it though. So I'm gonna rack it. A good morning. Be near your elevation. And do a good morning. Come up and then sit. So cyclone burpees next. And then we have an over the shoulder toss, and we're tossing. Keep those abs nice and tight. And press up with the glutes. So, I guess next two moves are kind of dynamic. 3 seconds. Alright, so get rid of the bag. Up my back. Try to get one side. You're going to cyclone it to the other side and then go into an oblique side push up. So bringing it, coming down, oblique, and then popping up. So power it up. You can find a way to use dumbbells. We should just make it, just lower it down like this. Toss it over the shoulder next. It's going to be a little loud. You have 8 seconds. And then we have staggered squats. Alright, so I'm just going to pick it up and hold it over my shoulder. So once again, getting that bear hold. I'm not waking anyone up. It's a little loud. So staggered squat. It's a B stance. Squat. Make sure you're alternating the shoulder that you're popping it over. So the first time, I'm going to squat with my right foot forward, my left staggered back. 10 seconds. Three, two. All right. So front loaded. Whew. So 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. So we have a pull through with an uneven push up. So pulling side to side, not back to front. You're still in plank though. And then we'll do staggered left. And then we'll end with the deadlift and power clean. Won't see these again. Try and go deep. My back leg is slightly elevated. So weights on the ground. You're gonna do a push-up, pull it to the other side, and do an uneven push-up. Make sure it stays here. So you can start with your push-up. And then you're using the hand. Push it to the other side. when you're moving the weight. All right, so front loaded on the left. So left, foot forward, and right staggered. 2 moves, this, and deadlift into a power clean. And then we have another EMOM. And then we have a kettlebell HIIT section. So we'll go right into that after the EMOM. Your EMOM, body weight. Once again, sitting down, pressing up, breathing hard. Deadlift. Oh, quick break. So we're gonna pull the weight into deadlift, come down and power clean it up. So deadlift. I feel like you don't really get great range of motion. And then power clean up. You want to do this elevated. Just so you have more range of motion for that deadlift, because your bag's kind of big. Halfway there. And body weight EMOM. $15 seconds. Last 5. All right, we're on to an EMOM for 5 minutes. And this is going to start with some glute raises, so I'll be on the ground. I actually might use my elevation for that. And then going right to a hamstring walkout. So on your back again, walking your heels out, walking them in. Then you're going to go right into bear crawls, crab walks, and inchworms, which is just walking out into plank and then bringing your feet in. Okay, you'll see that when we get there. So 5 seconds, and I'll swing longer. We've got time. So starting with the glute raises, I'm going to do an elevated 5 minutes. And then I'll just quickly come off and do my hamstring walkout. So coming down and squeezing up, so squeeze your glutes. So here's a thought, if you want to make this harder, this 5 minute harder, you could put a band loop around above your knees and do this entire section. With that, if you want to make it harder, I'm not going to do that. We're going to go right to hamstring walkouts. So you're staying in this position, but you're going to lower your feet off the elevation, and your heels are going to dig into the ground until you're at like a long lever with your legs. And so once again, these 2 moves are going to target your posterior. We have 15 seconds. So really, really dig. You should feel isolation like in your shins and your calves. 5, 4, 3. All right. So I'm here, glutes are raised, and I'm just going to slowly walk my heels out and then walk them in. So you can feel your hamstrings, and like I said, you will feel the legs, or part of the legs that are isolated, like your calves and your shins. So dig and keep your glutes high and tight. We're almost halfway there. So we're going to go into bear crawls. So just find space. I'll just go up and down my space. You might not see me at some points in the video, I don't know how far I can go. You'll get your quads on those and give your hamstrings a little bit of a break. We have 8 seconds. And 3. All right, so I'm hopping over. So my knees are hovering, and I'm just gonna slowly walk. I don't care how fast you go, I don't care how far you go. I actually think backwards, I believe, is going to be harder anyway. But you want everything to kind of just the knees to hover and everything tight. And then we're going to do crab walks next. So flipping over. And actually your inchworm will probably be a little bit of a break. We're more than halfway there. Focus, breathe, feel my quads. So I'm taking like slow steps. You don't need big steps to feel this. 5 seconds, you'll flip it over. I can feel the sand. All right. Same idea. Okay, try and keep that nice, it's like a reverse tabletop position. I'm trying to keep my glutes up as best as possible. Focus. And then we'll go right into those inchworms, okay? So an inchworm is kind of like a walkout. So you'll walk out into plank and then you're gonna walk your feet to your hands. And then to give space, now I might be able to get 2 in my space if I start back here. Because then you'll walk back out into plank. Keep those glutes up. Focus, we have 12 seconds. So I'll start back here. 3, 2, 1. So you're gonna stand up. You're gonna come down. Feel that nice stretch. Oh, you need that. And go into plank. And then you're gonna slowly, with locked knees, and then you'll walk back out. You can either turn around or go in reverse. Let me try and go in reverse. Nice stretch. And we have kettlebells next. So I do have multiple kettlebells because some of these moves I will be using different sizes. You could do this whole thing with the same size kettlebell, but I will use 70s, 50s, and 40s. Oh, nice stretch, I like this. It's like a recovery from the other exercises. Here we go, we have 10 minutes. And our first 3 exercises so that we know. Oh, my timer is on. Does not want to cooperate. All right, so we're going to start with around the world. So I'm going to use a lighter one for this one. It's just taking the weight and bringing it around, and then we're going to alternate. Then I'm going to alternate swing into a reverse lunge. I'm going to keep with my 40 for the first 2, and then I have a diamond push-up. High pull. All right, so, and then tactical, so I'll go back to my 40. We're starting in 10 seconds with the around the world. This is going to kind of warm up your core a little bit. Remember, make sure a good switch, and you're just keeping your body straight and the core tight, and you're going to take the weight and bring it around, and then bring it around. Not much going on here, but this is a good exercise. Really good as a warm-up, too. That's why I put it first. So next one is alternating swing into a reverse lunge. So you'll catch that weight. And then diamond push-up. So on your kettlebell, you do a push-up into a high pull. So those are our first 3, and then I think tactical is 4th. I think I'm jumping ahead, but just so you know what you need, I'm sticking to 40s and 50s for the first couple exercises. Wait 9 seconds, this is going fast. And I'll rest my weight to swing. All right. Stepping back, because I'll grab it, I'll swing, catch, reverse lunge on the side that you caught. Whew, take a deep breath. Swing and a catch, and reverse lunge. Once again, lots of core. One and done. Very mentally easy, but still challenging workout. Because you don't stop moving. At least in this one you don't. You can do anything for 10 minutes. You could break this up into different workouts. You can make it into 4 different workouts if you wanted to. And add it on to something. Alright, I'll say that for the next exercise. I'm gonna put this down. So after tactical, we have pendulum. That's alright. So coming up, high pull. All the way down, squeeze those triceps. So move your legs, kind of like a tricep burpee with a high pull. So you could use dumbbells easily with lots of this stuff. So single leg deadlift into a clean. So actually I'm using my 40 after the tactical lunges as well. And I'll do my right the first round. On those. Good news is, we only have one more HIIT section after this, and one more EMOM. So hopefully getting this workout in about an hour. Tactical. Whew, take a deep breath, threading. Starting with the leg, just holding the weight, threading that reverse lunge. So core needs to be tight. And then we have that single leg deadlift. I'm gonna use double hand on the kettlebell and power it into a clean. And then we have uneven push-up. With the swing, I'll use my 70 for that one. So one hand will be on the bell, under the handle. I'll just alternate, so it's once again like a burpee with a swing. Chest up, focus. I do like having mirrors, like I said, so I can make sure I'm going deep and not cheating myself out of full range of motion. We have 5 seconds, and then single leg, deadlift. So I'll go from this. I'm just gonna set up this for my uneven. When I get there, right leg's gonna be grounded. I'm gonna pull the weight up into a clean, and then reverse back down. So single leg, up the leg, to the clean. Focus on form. Power it up and keep that core tight. These moves, this is why I love kettlebells. You get so much with kettlebells, and I always say, if you don't have any money to buy equipment, or you don't have equipment, money to buy like one piece of equipment, the best piece of equipment you could buy is probably kettlebell. It's so versatile and just functional, and you get a lot in one piece of equipment. All right, uneven push-up with a swing. It involves core function, strength. So you're getting cardiovascular fitness too. All right, we have an uneven push-up, we're swinging and switching. We get the other side of the power clean next. So I'm popping back behind the bell, swinging and squeezing my glutes and lowering. One in the head, on the bell. Unfortunately, these days, fitness equipment is so expensive, it's like ridiculous. It's because all these gyms are closed. People want to work out at home. 10 seconds. And then after those cleans, we have a power clean squat. Some more cleans. I'll use my 50, I think, for that. Whew. So other leg, left. Grabbing my bell and cleaning. Weight comes down across the shin, and you power it up. You work on your ankle stability too, which is super important. So power clean and then a squat. So separate those two exercises, and that's next. And then we have alternating dead stop side lunge. I'll use my 40. Finishing it with a plank hop, clean and press. I think I'll use my 40 for that as well. Oh. Alright. Clean squat. So power from the bottom, and then you're going to squat. Come down until you have a dead power. And squat. Focus on core. I missed that, sorry. Clean. 20 seconds. And then dead stop, side lunge. Get deep. So wide stance. I'm gonna take the same side and move it to the other side, go deep in those lunges, hopefully my knee can handle this. Coming up and going down. Switch. You can come all the way up, or you can stay low like this and just move it side to side. Getting a nice stretch in the inner thigh. We're just finishing with plank hop, clean and press. I'll stick to the same weight. So we have another minute after this. And then another EMOM where we're going to use our elevation. It's the only piece of equipment. You can use a chair or for most of these exercises. All right. Ooh, plank hop, clean, and press. If you can't do the plank hop on the kettlebell, be safe. And just put your hands beside the bell. Power it up. We are done our kettlebell round. I'm going to hit pause, take a break, and I'll set up for my EMOM. All right, we just have a 5-minute EMOM. This is our last EMOM, and I'm going to use my elevation. So our 5 moves every minute. Decline commando, so feet elevated, doing high-low plank, going right into single leg box squat, so alternating, and then bear hold, shoulder taps to a decline push-up. We're going to do switch lunge, feet together, and then you hop over and do the same thing on the other side, and then decline burpees. That's it. So I'll remind you as we're going through, starting in 10 seconds. So you have your decline commandos. We're going in 3 seconds. So you're in high plank, and with control, you're going down, down, up, up, alternating leads. Seconds. And then you have your alternating single leg box squats. Body weight only. 15 seconds. 5 seconds. All right, going right into it. I'm gonna start with my right elevated. You're gonna sit and then step up and switch. Next move is bear hold. Shoulder tap, so it'll be on the ground for that. Popping your feet up for a decline push-up. So alternating between those two moves. Keep that core tight. Sit back with control and lift. Almost halfway there. $15 seconds. And after those bear hold with those side lunges, I'll move the bench out a little bit. Just so I'm going to hold on to the bench and kick over to the other side. All right, so in my bear hold, tap, tap, pull the feet up, and push up, down. Quads are feeling this one. Oh my God, we're not even halfway there. Seconds. Last 8. Alright, swinging out a little bit. So we're gonna lunge, feet together, and up and over. Lunge, feet together. Lunge, feet. And then decline burpees to finish this last EMOM. Seconds. Hands go down, pop it out, push up, pop your feet, and jump. We have 10 minutes left of this workout. And we'll be using different equipment and with body weight for the last exercise. $30 seconds. Last 12. Last 5. All right, 10 minutes, and then you're done. I don't believe any of this. So we're gonna start with pendulum lunges to start with my weights. We'll go from dumbbells to sandbag. Because then we're gonna do dragon lunge. So weight comes down, down, burpee, and then lunge to the other side. Then we have kettlebell, oblique plank hop with hand clean. I'll use my 50 for that. So this is what I need the first round. Pendulum is a front toe reverse lunge. I'm going to work my right, so really I'm going to lead my right grounded as I lunge forward and back with my left. This is your last 10 minutes, guys. And then you're done. We're going to start in 10 seconds. I'm grabbing my 25s. So we'll hit the left the next round. Going here, sandbag, kettlebell. So hopefully I have my knees okay to do this exercise. So control, rotate. So we got pendulum lunges, dragon lunge burpees, and then kettlebell plank hops, like oblique plank hops, to a hand clean, and then pendulums on the left, and then we're gonna do a shoulder to shoulder squat with the sandbag. And then kettlebell dead stop. Okay, so those are your first 6 moves. Going from dumbbells to sandbag to kettlebell. Roll your chest up. Your right should feel this. Left is moving, right is feeling it. I'm gonna keep my weights here. Dragon lunge, some more lunges. Into a burpee. So I'll show you what it looks like here. So we're gonna rest the weight, bring it up, down, into a burpee. Other side. So weight comes across the front leg. Big plank hops. Hand clean is next. Less than 20. Last 3. Got my 50. So hopping back, I kind of say you're making like a triangle. Hop back, right, back, left, back, and into your hang. Clean, which is just a clean go squat. I like to alternate where I'm hopping. We got pendulum lunges next. And these are your only hand cleans. You're welcome. Pendulum on the left, right's moving. Shoulder to shoulder press, and then kettlebell plie. I'm gonna use my heavy for the plies. Then we have a pullover press. So you'll be on your back, pulling over to a sit up, to a press. I'm gonna use my 25. Focus. We're grabbing that bag next. So our tummy brings to the shoulder over the head. You'll squat. So bringing it shoulder, shoulder into a squat. So overhead, do your shoulder, and then a squat. If you want, you can make it like kind of like a thruster where it's more dynamic. This is heavy weights for shoulders, so you could even just use a dumbbell. Kettlebell, dead stop plies next. Breathe. you're halfway there after these. Ready? Single movement. Wide stance. So it's a squat. Sitting back, releasing, and then pulling up. Pull over press, and then we're doing the sandbag pull through from the top to our feet in plank to our hands. Popping it in and doing a 180. You will be seeing this kettlebell. I'll use it again for the last kettlebell move. 15 seconds. 5, 4. One more. Right. On the ground. One dumbbell. So you do that pull over, sit up, and press. Control. Focus on each movement. Use your abs, and then press and use your shoulders. We always get lost shoulders in a lot of these moves. Next move, sandbag pull through like I said, and then kettlebell box deadlift. So if I have time, I'll pull my box down. It's basically just a seated deadlift. You'll see, I like them. And then end with broad push-ups, and that's it. 5 seconds. All right, we have sandbag. Start here. Move this, and that'll make it easier for me to pull my weight up. In plank, pulling the weight up. Pop it in. 180. Walk it out. Use the other hand. We're really close. Feeling all that sand. So deadlift, box squat. You'll be grounded in front of the elevation. You can do this with a chair. And you're just going to deadlift the weight up. And then froggy push-ups. And then you're done. 2 minutes. Done with this. Work this out. So you're going to sit seated. And then you're going to lean a little bit. Pull the weight up. And slowly lower. Froggy push-up, kind of in a bear hold, sort of. Your butt goes to your heels, and you launch into a push-up. That's your last minute, or 50 seconds. It'll probably feel like your longest 50 seconds. 20 seconds. Last 12. Last 5. I'm just going to put this away. This is it. Ooh. All right, in plank. Actually, you're in plank. You're going to come down and come forward into your push-up. This is it. Focus. Don't lose form. And good alignment. Go deep. Feel that nice stretch. 30 seconds. This is it, so make it worth it. Your last 10 seconds. 3 seconds. All right. Wow, you completed this no repeat workout. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want more like this. Enjoy your day. Cool down, stretch. Get your vitamin D, and I'll see you next time. Bye.